Alright everybody, Phil here from AndroidCentral.com, and here we go with our video review of the Google Nexus One, so sit back and relax. Pretty sparse white box, not a whole lot to say. Open it up and there's the phone, front and center, as we've come used to from packaging for all other phones, basically. There it is, fits in the hand quite nicely, but let's see what else is in the box. Right under the phone, you've got the usual documentation. You got a quick start guide, some of the legalese. We'll just toss that aside. Under that, we've got a little carrying pouch. That's nice and cute, little Android guy. You got the earbuds and microphone and a little microphone clip. And you got covers to go on the earbuds, and you've got a little mini USB cord, which I don't know how many of those I have. But let's take a look at the phone, because that's what you really want to see. There we go. And this is not an unboxing. I've turned this on. I've had this for a while now. So there we go. There's your usual lock screen that we've been used to since Android 2.0. And if you're not quick enough like that, you'll miss it. Come on. There we go. And there it is, the brand new home screen. You've got the live wallpapers. They're animated. A couple of them you can push at and interact with if you're, like interacting with your wallpaper. There's the new app drawer. It's no longer a drawer, it's kind of a Rolodex is how I like to describe it. As you flip up like that, you can see them roll off into the background and then bring them back. It's nice, it's a UI tweak, it's nothing huge. But let's really get into it here. We've got 5 home screens now instead of 3 that we had on the Motorola Droid. Got 2 on the left and 2 on the right. And this is stock. I haven't moved anything around yet, so this is exactly how you will see it when you first turn on your phone. And you see those 2 little dots in the bottom left and the bottom right. That's how you can move around. That's how you can tell which one you're on. And if you hold them down, you get 5 cards. Those look familiar. If you've seen a Palm Pre, that's how the Palm Pre switches between apps. They do it with cards. The Nexus One and Android 2.1, that's how we move between home screens. You can flip left and right, that's easy enough, or you can hold them down. Now there, the stock 4-button scheme. Down at the bottom you've got your back button, your menu button, your home button, and your search button, and you've got a little trackball down there. Love it or hate it. It's also kind of cool because the trackball will glow when you get emails or text messages. Now these buttons are a little tricky. You have to kind of hit them in the top third. If you hit them right on the printed label there, they probably won't trigger. Not sure if that's a software thing, if that's a hardware thing. They're just not capacitive that far down or what, but just be forewarned if it's not working, and I still have to try at it a few times. Now let's take a quick look at the gallery. So I said let's take a quick look at the gallery. There it comes. The photo gallery is new in Android 2.1. We've seen it ported onto the Droid too. Photos are categorized more now. You can do them by date. I've got a whole bunch of old stuff, and it's not just pulling in what's from the SD card. Because you're signed into your Google account, it's also finding things. If you have a Blogger blog, it'll pull them off of that. If you have Picasa account, it'll pull them off Picasa. So really the whole Google ecosystem, it will find things in, and that's nice. And let's take a quick look. Slideshow looks like a slideshow. Flipping back and forth between photos looks like it should. Pretty effortless, pretty smooth. No real complaints there. So now let's go check out the browser. Obviously another very important part. Now I am on Wi-Fi here. I'm not on T-Mobile's 3G network because I'm using an AT&T SIM card. I'm one of those guys. So there's the Android Central mobile page, m.androidcentral.com. But let's see how it actually renders the full page. It'll look a little weird to you at first. If you see right in the middle of the screen, there are kind of some white spots, and the text looks a little cramped. What it's actually doing is rendering the text down so that when you zoom in, like we're going to here, there it goes, it looks normal for that zoom factor. And that's something I've gotten used to just through mobile browsing, but if you're not, it might look a little strange at first. Scrolling is very, very smooth. I have no complaints there. Google Maps is still Google Maps, and Google Navigation, which we first came to learn on the Droid, is the same here. Works very well. You can just hold on the map there and say, take me to this place. I want to go here. And hit navigate, and it'll switch into the navigation mode and do so. I'm recording this audio afterwards, so you're not going to hear the turn-by-turn instructions, but those are absolutely included. and works horizontally as well. And this is how it'll look in the car dock. Very good. All right, let's go back, and now we will check out, how about the market? The market's still exactly the same. It is nice to note that if you switch the Nexus One from an older Google phone, it will pull over all the apps that you bought and downloaded, which is kind of cool. Actually, it's good and bad, because there's some apps that I don't necessarily want installed, but it automatically installs everything too. So, you know, take it or leave it. And this thing is a phone after all. The phone dialer's the same. Call log's the same, contacts, favorites, no big deal there. As long as we're back over this way, we'll look at the camera. There's the camera, pretty much same as on the Droid. That's the shutter button in the bottom right. And how about Gmail? Obviously very important. Gmail is still Gmail, and I love it, I love it, I love it. This is how Gmail was meant to be. Now we shall look at Google Talk. I am exactly the same. It is all so well built into the operating system. Makes you wonder how you ever lived without it if you're a big Google guy like I am. Now, let's take a look at the wallpapers. So we've got the live wallpapers you've seen there. There are also static wallpapers, not animated, and these are the ones that come with the phone, so pretty good selection. If you don't like the animation, or if you're worried about it draining on your battery, you have other options right there out of the box. And now let's take a look at some of the other live wallpapers, and you got a whole bunch to choose from. Grass is one of my favorites. In the sky in the background actually changes color depending on what time of day it is. There you go. And the little blades of grass will wave at you, and that's nice. And now we'll check out the galaxy. Oh my god, it's full of stars. Sorry, had to do it. And you got some other things. You got green smoke. Ooh. And you've got some water and leaves. That's very pretty. So really, you've got options, and that's always nice. And there are also more live wallpapers available for download in the Android market. There's a little waveform. That's kind of cool. Let's see. Let's take a look at the little polar clock. Oh, that's right. It doesn't work out of the box. There's a workaround for that. But a little odd that they shipped it without it actually working. And let's look at the blue spectrum. Yeah, that's nice too. See, and that's the sort of thing I'm not sure I want moving around at me on my desktop all day. But to each his own. All right, everybody. I think that's going to do it. We're going to have tons more on the Nexus One coming up. See ya.